The Armani. Welcome to the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel. I'm your host, ArmaniTalks. In this channel, I'm helping you level up your communication skills. In this episode, I'm going to be dropping to you the Impromptu Speaker's Guide, Dummies Edition. Let's say you're heading to a bar, and in this bar, there's a bunch of public speakers, storytellers, filmmakers, content creators, chilling. They're having their picklebacks and their beer, and you go to them. You're feeling bold. You say, "Put your drinks down, fellas. Do you know that I know impromptu speaking skills? Heck, give me any topic right now. I'll demonstrate it." This group, if you successfully demonstrate your capability of doing impromptu speaking skills, they're gonna buy you a drink because they have that much respect for this skill set. But let's say you go to another bar and you see a bunch of other people that don't have this sort of experience, and you tell them to put their drinks down so you can showcase your impromptu speaking skills. This group may not respect it. Heck, they may be disrespectful towards it. You didn't plan? Come on, man, you got a plan. That's what makes real creative speakers. I used to be in this group. I didn't understand the importance of impromptu speaking skills. Therefore, I couldn't quite perceive it. How did you make that jump from here to here? In order to make that jump, I had to admit to myself that the skill set was not as easy as it seemed. That was one insight that I needed to have. And the second insight was that I needed to understand the benefits if this was going to be a skill set that was going to be delved into. And how do you exactly delve into it? The very first lesson in terms of this beginner's guide, Dummies Edition, is to view impromptu speaking skills as an art form. You could see the dirtiest trash can with spray paint of red right across it. And at first you could say, this is just a trash can. And someone else comes to you and is like, "No, you fool, don't you see? This isn't just a trash can. This is art." Them simply saying that this is art, even if you don't believe it or not, them simply calling this art immediately changes the perception, and momentarily you think about it. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe this is an art. What is this trying to imply? It's trying to imply that anything that we deem as art, we take seriously. But we don't want to just take it seriously momentarily, like this garbage can example. We want to take it seriously in terms of practicality. And how do I do that? Well, we do this part by understanding a few of the tangible benefits in regards to impromptu speaking. Why do you think that this group of content creators, storytellers, filmmakers, public speakers took impromptu speaking so seriously? Think about it. They took it seriously because they understood some of the practical benefits, which include the ability to concentrate, the ability to use logic, the ability to build creativity, the ability to exercise memory, and the ability to toughen your skin. These are 5 of the practical benefits that you can expect when you're delving into the world of impromptu speaking skills. Now, this is engaging the experiential subconscious mind. It's like, all right, this may really be an art form, number 1. And number 2, there is going to be some practical benefits. All right, now it's time to delve into it even further. Well, how do we get started? Since this is a Dummies edition, I want to just keep it simple. We don't want to make it too difficult. We get started by focusing on building micro reps. We want to get in the habit of doing quick 30-second talks. Okay, so I'm not doing 15-minute talks from the get-go, right? That's correct. Quick 30-second talks. Okay, then what do I talk about? You could talk about anything that you're highly comfortable with. You don't want to pick something that you're uncomfortable with yet. We just want to pick something that we are extremely comfortable with. And do you have any suggestions? Find anything in your house and create a 30-second talk on it. No rules, nothing. Just say whatever you want in the beginning stages. Now, what I want you to understand as you're doing this simple little formula, 30-second talk on something in your crib, what I want you to understand is a rule that a lot of impromptu speakers have to learn the hard way. Starting over is a sin. View it as that from the get-go. Starting over is a sin. Because when you start over too much, now you're no longer doing impromptu speaking. You are planning. You are preparing. And that's a completely different dimension than impromptu speaking. So I gave two simple rules. 30-second talks about household items. But remember, to make this truly work, starting over is a sin. View it as a sin. Whatever your personal belief is regarding sin, view starting over as a sin. And the more that you're able to stamp it as a sin, the more that you progress in terms of impromptu speaking skills. And in a weird way, the more that we view it as a sin, the more creative that we become. Because we're starting to stamp into our mind that you do not start over. This is going to heat up the body. And as the body is getting heated up, it's going to somehow display the characteristics of being thick-skinned. Being extremely thick-skinned locks in the thoughts in your body, which allows you to beautifully connect the thoughts without preparation. All right, Armani, that was a lot. Can you say it again, the Dummies edition version? Yes, we want to do quick 30-second talks to get ourselves warmed up. We want to talk about items that we are comfortable with. And we want to keep reinforcing that it is a sin to start over. So we start improving and skyrocketing our capability of doing impromptu speaking skills. That's how we get started. And for a lot of us, we could actually stop right here because with this simple formula, naturally, there's a lot of emergence that's going to happen. Sort of like with a computer. You just have electricity, you have some rules on these little things called transistors, and it's able to create this complex world. But let's say you're a go-getter and you want to take it even a level further. All right, man, I've been following your formula for 3 weeks and I'm feeling sharper than ever. My logic is better than ever. In social interactions, I don't need to keep planning what I'm going to say anymore. And when I am giving a speech and I lose train of thought, I'm able to quickly transition to another point. But I've been doing this for 3 weeks. Give me something else. Well, we could keep playing with this formula and doing little permutations and combinations. Rather than 30 seconds, we could do 2 minutes. And rather than household items, it could be items that we're not that familiar with. And with these 2 simple rules, we're still following the same paradigm. It is a sin to start over. And this is going to amplify the impromptu speaking skills even more. That's about it. If you want to keep making this fun, you could document the entire journey, put it on YouTube. You can do this with a friend circle and just have a little camaraderie being built along the way. Or you could just record these talks and upload it as podcasts, listen back to it, and improve your voice along the way. There's a lot of different combinations that you can do. This was the beginner's guide. If you want a more detailed explanation regarding impromptu speaking skills, I have another formula called Strings and Pearls, which I'm going to link right here and in the description box. But get started off light. Each talk that you are completing, each talk is rewiring the brain. It's rewiring the nervous system, which makes it easier for the next talk and the next talk and the next talk. The talk right now is influencing 50 talks from now. So keep investing in this skill set. And the more that you're investing in this skill set, maybe you're going to be the guy walking in the bar and being like, yo man, put your drinks down. Watch me work. This is an art form, and it's an art form that content creators all around the world respect, because it's an art form that doesn't just end in the world of content creation. It permeates throughout all of life. Thank you for joining the ArmaniTalks YouTube channel, and I'll catch you on the next episode.